Hello and welcome to the Console Gaming League Carbon Tier Championship between Wasted Potential and Unacceptable. First versus second coming into this game, Wasted Potential undefeated on the season, just the one draw, sitting at 7-0-1. Unacceptable 6-2, one of their losses, you guessed it, to Wasted Potential. Very close game between these two early in the season, so I'm looking forward to this final. It's a best of 5 series where we'll start on Watchpoint Gibraltar. I'm your host, Salt and Pepper, joined by Zacaspace26 and later on, Fallen Potatoes, to give us some insight. Carbon Tier players on this Carbon Tier game. So excited to have you with us. We had the Champion Tier championship earlier between Buffalo Banditos, the 1 seed, and the 3 seed Pink Sox. And I won't reveal any spoilers, but really solid game if you want to go and check that out. And really all these finals this week have been just really spectacular. Really good Overwatch content. So it's been a lot of fun. But Zach, thank you for joining me on the stream. How are you doing, man? And what do you think we'd expect from these two teams?
Man, I'm doing great. I'm so excited to be here, especially because this is the Carbon Finals. Both of us were in a Carbon Tier team and didn't quite make it here, sadly. But, they say those who can't do teach. I guess in this case, it would be those who can't do cast.
Yeah.
So I'm glad to be here. I'm excited to see the outcome of this game. I think anyone that watched the games through the regular season is not very surprised to see these two teams in the finals. Both very good. Like you said, basically undefeated. Versus the 2 and 7, 2 and 6.
Well, 6
Something
and 2.
along those lines.
But I knew what you meant.
6 and 2. Yeah. So yeah, it should be a really good game. I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to cast. It's been a little too long, and yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what these teams are able to bring to the table.
Yeah, absolutely. Starting on a watch points, it's had some pretty good matches so far. A lot of these finals games have gone multiple rounds, and watch point not a map we get to see all that often. So excited we get to bring it out here. Next map, if you're wondering, will be Volskaya. So it's interesting how teams respond going from the escort to the assault map. After that, it's going to be into Ilios for the third game. Then if necessary, we'll go to King's Row, and after that, I believe it's Lijiang. Should one of these teams tie and we have to go to a sixth map, that'll be Nepal. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. A lot of time still coming out for the attackers. Difficult to tell with the attack sometimes. Troll picks early on. Just a lot of time left, so we won't get too invested in what the attack might be running. But for the defenders, double shield with a Bastion. Actually, triple shield, technically, when you got Symmetra's ultimate up with Nukalaka and Madrox on the supports. Nukalaka, a prominent DPS player, plays a lot of Tracer as well, so we'll see if he switches over there eventually. But for the time being, playing a little bit of Zenyatta.
Yep, I think it's a really good team comp for them. It's a bit cancery. Let's not, argue that. Obviously, you got the double healers, the Bastion, Symmetra, and then the double shield tanks. So they're obviously just planning to kind of bunker down and deliver a lot of damage from a single point. So yeah, a little bit cancery, but it absolutely can work.
It's like for the attackers, they are sticking with the Widow flap up here, looking for a little bit early, not finding anything just yet, and will be painfully surprised to see those shields. I think Eagle Eye on the Moira's, King Wasabi going with Super Beast on those dive tanks, Winston, Diva, Lucy Willis, and Blazed on the Brigitte Zenyatta. Interesting. I guess they do have it's triple healing up. Didn't see Eagle Eye over there.